Hello, and welcome to episode 45 of the Story Song Podcast Show. My name is James.
My name's Chris.
Hello, Chris. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you, James. How are you?
Yeah, good. In fact, I'm better than good because for our last episode, I've got this new thing on the thing that we use to record. I don't know why I'm not saying the word Zoom. On Zoom. It's on Zoom, Chris.
It's okay, you can say it's not. We're not the BBC.
Are we not? Damn it!
not quite yet.
Damn it!
Bit of work to do. Yeah.
Anyway, so what this does is it transcribes everything we say, which don't worry, we are not releasing to the general public just in case anything slips out. But what it does do, which I thought is quite interesting, is it does a summary of what we've talked about. This is AI for you in action. So I'm going to read you the summary of what happened in our last show, yeah? See what you think.
Good. And it is good because it's very summary as well.
Oh, very good. James and Chris had a conversation about their recent experiences, including James's disastrous trip to Tobago and Chris's uneventful fishing trip. Chris and James had a conversation about various topics, including gardening, music, and a song called Tell Laura I Love Her. They discussed the origins of the song and its cover by Pearl Jam. Chris and James discussed the lyrics of a song but called Wayne Cochrane and speculate about the story behind it, including the protagonist named Wayne and his deceased baby. They analyse the lyrics and make observations about the religious and tragic elements of the song. Sounds much better than we are. Chris and James
sold it well.
Chris and James engage in a conversation about a story involving a car accident and a person dying. They discuss various aspects of the story, including the lack of a moral and the believability of the events. Chris and James discussed and scored a song, expressing their opinions and joking about being part of the educational syllabus. We weren't joking about that at all. I'm fucking serious about that. They considered doing another song review in the future. Considered.
Oh, that's good. Although I would like to say, my uneventful fishing trip. Actually,
I caught three mackerel. You caught three. You said that.
I said 3 mackerel, and I ate 2 of them.
That's not uneventful at all. I would be interested to see what he says about when we were saying that about him. Or
never
her,
caught
or
a fish before, ever.
I've caught one fish in my life, and I tickled it out of a river. And I won't tell you the story of the day my dad took me on to teach me how to fish, because it didn't end well. It didn't last for very long either. But yeah.
Would the readers like to hear it?
No, they would depress them a lot more. And I must take out what we said last time, for flip's sake. God. Right. Okay, so you ready for my choice?
Yes, please.
I've got 2, but I think... Ooh. Which one?
The first one.
All right, we'll go with this one. Okay, so let me give you some clues.
Just so the people know, I don't know which is the first and second one. It was just me saying the first one, in case people think, oh, he knows which one's which.
Oh yeah, they'll be really worried about that. That's a time.
Well, it might be.
They'll all furiously stop writing their letters of complaints. Right. The first clue is they were a band formed in London, England.
Rolling Stones?
No. Okay.
The Who?
Right. To be honest, the clues aren't very good, but there's not very much about this band, so it's hard to get clues. Number 2, Sharon Osbourne was their manager for a while.
Is it a pop idol? Or...
No, nothing like that. Right. And then, controversially, the band were called the Choirboys for a while, but they couldn't get any gigs or the right gigs, so they changed back to their original name. Which sounds a bit like the Choirboys. What could it be?
The Gaylords.
The Choirboys. For God's sake. Right. Do you know what the song might be?
I don't know who the Choirboys are.
Right, it's called I Don't Love You Anymore by the Choirboys. All right, they're a kind of hard rock band. Don't look at it. What you're using your computer for. All right.
Well, just to see the lyrics.
No, don't look at it yet.
Okay.
All right, so it got to number 71 in the US chart, 76 in the US charts, and 24 in the UK charts. So not by a hit by any means. But let me give you a few facts about the band. All right. So the band, although it was only formed in 1990 and has had breakups, a number of breakups, these are the former members of the band. Check this out. Guy Bailey died. Paul Hornby, drums, died. Nick Cozy Connell, drums. Ginger guitar. Ian Wallace, Kevin Savagar, Martin Henderson, Luke Bossendofer, Bill Coyne, Tom Golson, Michael Lee died. Tim Bewley, Damon Williams, Jimmy Crutchley, Dave Boyce, Gary Gaz Ivan, Phil Martini, Matt Goom, Dave McCluskey, Cher Ross, and Jason Bonham. Flipping heck!
A lot of them. Well, that's a choir, I suppose.
That's
then.
more
It's a
than
full
Bucks
choir.
Fizz. No, there's only 4 at a time. That's more
Oh,
than
is
the
there?
number of people that have gone through Bucks Fizz.
Or the sugar. No, Bucks Fizz are Bucks Fizz, aren't they?
Wow, no, that's
you're
a
thinking Sugar
whole other
Babes.
fish. Right
I'm
now,
thinking Sugar Babes.
yeah, you are. There are also, at the moment, 2 acting bands called Choirboys. They're in dispute with each other, obviously. One of them's called Choirboys, one of them called the Choirboys. Flipping heck. So,
All happening. It's like an episode of EastEnders.
wonderful. Right, so shall I make a start with the lyrics?
Yes,
Let's
please.
go.
Been waiting for ages.
Sure.
When I see her just this morning, to see how the child might be, she sat there smoking all my cigarettes at a table set for 3.
Right, that's a bit juicy.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a full-on choir. It's not though, is it? It's just a band. So.
It's a hard rock band.
Yeah.
Which is why it's even weirder that they've had so many bloody band members.
Maybe that's Sharon Osbourne. Maybe she's a feisty number.
Oh, I think she probably is. Right, so who have we got? So we've got our protagonist, okay? And we've got what? I imagine what is X?
Maybe.
Okay, well, I went to see him just this morning to see how the child might be. So he's obviously a father as well.
Yeah.
Not a very good father. I don't think we're going to see him climbing up the side of the Eiffel Tower in just a Spider-Man.
Weirdly, Claire showed me a video of a guy. This is yesterday evening. A guy who in 1934 got permission to throw dummies off. He was making trying to make a parachute thing. And I think it might have been. It might have been before then. No, in fact, it would have been 1900s or 1800s.
Throwing it off
anyway,
what? Thrown off what?
Well, he got permission to jump off the Eiffel Tower,
Right.
which he did, and he died.
Of course he did.
I had footage of it on video.
It can't. What do you say? The 1800s? They didn't invent film until 1920.
No, I think it might.
Well,
have
a bit
been,
earlier
well,
than
no, they would have been earlier. So, as I said, maybe late 80s, early 1900s. Anyway, that's not so relevant.
No, not at all. I was talking about Fathers for Justice.
Oh right. But also Condor Man. I showed her the picture of with him from Some Others Do Have Him, Frank Spencer.
Yeah.
What's his name again? The Phantom of the Bastard Opera.
Martin de Clunies.
What?
Martin de Clunies.
Martin Clunes?
Martin de Clunies.
No, that's not him.
No, it's not. You're thinking of the guy who plays Frank Spencer.
Yeah, what's his name again?
Michael Caulfield.
Michael Crawford.
That's it. Now, Michael Caulfield, do you know who he is? He was in Greece too. Right. Finally,
was he in Greece as well? He was in Greece too.
He wasn't in Greece. He was. He's terrible. It's brilliant. He sings a whole song in his head, and there's another song all set in a supermarket. Just lastly, on the Eiffel Tower, for all our listeners, there's a really good picture of the late deceased Tina Turner hanging off the Eiffel Tower in some high heels.
Is there? It was only supposed to be a temporary building, the Eiffel Tower.
No, really.
Yeah,
what were they? What do you mean a temporary building? What was it going?
It was
just put it up for the week.
Mind you, I was going to say it's a bit like the rack concrete that everyone's going on about at the moment.
Is it? Is the Eiffel Tower just like the rack concrete scandal? Is it that?
Well, it was only supposed to be temporary. The rack scandal is supposed to be 30 years, put up in the 60s, and here we are 60 years later.
Well, I think people should shut the fuck up moaning. We were taught in fucking caravans. Do you remember?
Well, mobiles. They weren't quite
But
caravans.
they were, yeah, but they weren't classrooms. They were just caravans.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, if you think about it, we never complained. Half of our school hadn't even been built.
Well, there you go.
Didn't do me any harm. Toughen me up, I can tell you.
Yeah. Well done.
Right, should we carry on?
Yeah, it was. No, in fact, hold on. When the Eiffel Tower was completed in
Oh, flipping
1889, hold on, it was expected to stand for 20 years before being dismantled.
Oh.
And there we are. So that was 1889.
Do you think they copied it off the Blackpool Tower?
Exactly. That's exactly what they did.
Should we carry on now? Any observations about the story?
Well, he went to see her just this morning, see the child might be, sat there smoking. She sat there smoking all my cigarettes at the table, sat for 3. So,
right. He seems most annoyed about the fact she's smoking the cigarettes, which I don't really blame him.
Well, it depends. Well, yeah.
He must have left them. He must have offered her them. She couldn't have just taken them from his pocket. Should we carry on?
Yeah, let's find out why.
I could have cried when she said, I
Don't love you anymore. I was slain and shown the door.
ain't a room here anymore.
Well, I think it's pretty clear.
She's kicked him out then.
She's kicked it. Well, I think he'd left.
Well, I could have cried when she said, I don't love you.
Remember,
so he left before.
No, yeah, he thought he'd pop round and see how the child is. So he obviously left quite a while ago.
Right.
You know, could have been over 9 months anyway. And so he's popped back to see how she is. How you doing? She's going, what the fuck? I'm going to smoke all your cigarettes and say, I don't love you now.
Well, it can't have been that long ago. She's still smoking his cigarettes. If she's a smoker, she'd have got through whatever.
Oh, no. I assumed he brought some cigarettes with him.
Ah, right.
Unless he could be an airline pilot.
Yes.
Or work
or cabin crew.
Yeah, and bring duty free back all the time. So he has a big selection. Or they could live above a corner shop. They could run a corner shop. An off license.
Just play.
Please don't look to me for help. All the pain is with yourself. All the blame is with yourself. So I went to see my friends. I try to turn to them for help.
Right. I think he's one of these guys that it doesn't ever take responsibility or the blame about anything. It's like, oh, look what's happened. I've turned up and she said she doesn't love me. I just smoked
so we went to see his friends.
Yeah, and they said, let's find out what they say.
All that any of them said, you gotta look out for yourself.
Right. Bit confused there.
Well, all they said is you got to look out for yourself. So as in, don't fucking worry about it. Forget about her and forget about the kid.
But, well, yeah.
Just look out for yourself.
Well, that's not a nice way, is it? Do you think it's good advice?
Well, it's a story, though, isn't it?
Well, it could be based on a true one. Your one was.
Oh, yeah, could be.
And look at that Avril Lavigne and all the trouble she caused with her song.
Skater Boy, spelled B-O-I.
Yeah.
I could have cried. She said,
oh, just on Avril Lavigne.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
I think she's suffered with Lyme disease.
Is this a joke? Go on.
No, it's not a joke. And I think Justin Bieber has as well.
Lyme disease?
Lyme disease, from a tick.
Oh, give over. They've got STIs, haven't they?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I was slain and shown the door. Ain't no room here anymore. Please don't look to me for help. All the pain is with yourself. All the blame is with yourself.
I don't like this guy. He seems very fickle and shallow to me. It's like you're all I ever wanted, but actually I'm not reminded of it until I actually see your face and think, oh yeah, you're quite good looking.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a good guy. You know, it's all about him. It gets so lonely. Ooh, yeah.
You're right. I think you're right.
But it's not mentioned his daughter. I'm assuming she's a daughter, a girl.
Don't know why. He's probably some sort of an Instagram influencer.
Ugh. Now here we go again. All our lives, I've been down. It's all about him.
He sees his friends every night.
No.
That's what he just said. I've seen my
He said, no, he says, I say my... Get this line for the arrogance of the man. I say my prayers every night, but even God don't care.
No, he said, I see my... Oh, yeah.
So do you know what? If I was God, I'd be waiting for him when he finally dies. And I'd say, excuse me, mate. Are you that guy who wrote that song that said that even I don't care? Well, you're fucking right. Fuck off. And I shut the door.
Yeah, well, yeah, quite rightly.
Yeah, I think it's awful. All our lives, I've been down, always seemed in emptiness. Sounds like a right fun bag of tricks. I don't love you anymore. I was slain and shown the door. All the blame is in yours.
God.
All right, so that's about it.
A fucking miserable song, isn't it? Honestly. That's a wrist. I feel like slashing my wrist now. I was in a good mood before I spoke to you.
Oh, yeah, because the last song selection you gave us was a real chipper one, wasn't it? About a girl dying and being abused while she was passing out from the plane.
This is just some... Yeah, but this is just... Yeah, but to be fair, I mean... For the listeners, they couldn't see the picture of his hair, which made it quite funny. But hopefully they Googled it. But yeah, but it's just a guy moaning and moping, and he's
a moper.
Moping about.
Yeah. All right then. Well, should we do our little the tropes, see what's going on?
Yeah.
All right. Does somebody die? No. Is there a twist? No.
No.
Is there a moral? Don't be a cunt. Does it push the boundaries of believability? No. Is somebody cheating? We don't know anything.
Just reminded me. Does it push the boundaries of believability? When we were away, we found on YouTube you can get Jeremy Kyle's show episode.
Oh, for fucking hell's sake! My God, what is wrong with you two?
What do you mean? It was funny.
It was awful the first time round.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Well,
I hate
it was
that.
cringe, but it was so funny. It's so funny.
Do you know? It's basically
Jeremy, she's all over Facebook, Jeremy.
Do you think it's appropriate for us to put those people on television?
Yes.
When they are being exploited. It's like the Modern Day Freak Show.
But well, maybe it is feel good television, but it is just
feel good. You're feeling good because you think at least I'm not as bad as those two.
Yes,
and that's a very low bar to set yourself by, Chris.
Well, it is terrible, but it's a reflection of what is society.
Well, it's a reflection of your society. It's not mine.
Well, no, you see it walking down the street. I mean, you see it in any town you go to. You see people like that, and you think, "Wow, this stuff really goes on."
Oh, you don't know the half of it. Is revenge involved? Nope. Is there a telephone involved? Did he call his friends or go to see them?
Went to see them. Don't know.
Is it a country song? No. It's only got one trope. Oh, is there a sex worker involved? No. And is it based on a true story? It doesn't even have
a story to it.
Oh, well, it has got a story. Of course it's got a story.
He went to see his missus, and she wasn't very happy. Smoked cigarettes, so went to his friends.
And they told them to fuck
No,
off.
they said, just think about yourself. No, he said, look out for number one. Forget her.
Maybe he's just one of those people who people tolerate, but he's a bit irritated, like Dave the Wraith. Long time no see.
I think he got done for. I think he got.
Let's not do anything and say anything controversial on the show. Thank you. We're just about to get advertising, so fuck off with your controversy. 5 beans.
5 beans.
Well, I'm doing an advert. All right then. So, yeah, you're right. It's not a very good story song. It's a good song though. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah.
All right.
Have we done all of the bits that we need to do?
Well, yes, we only talk about the song. Ready? Go!
Can you see me on your thing?
Yeah. It's a 3 from me. What's it from you? I can't really see it. Is it a 1? A 0?
No, I've given you a 5.
Oh, that's just generous.
Well, I know. I just felt sorry for you. I think it's worth.
So I didn't mind the fucking song. Don't feel sorry for me. Feel sorry for yourself.
Yeah,
like she said, don't feel sorry for yourself. Well, whatever.
Make it easy. Take it easy on yourself.
Make it easy on yourself. We should do things like that. Why do we never think of good ones? If anyone's got any ideas, please let us know.
Please, for God's sake.
Because it's harder than you think, actually, finding story songs all the time. Isn't it, Chris?
It is.
If anyone's got any good ideas, we're all ears.
Well, do you know what? You should put that as a strap online.
Yeah, but I don't want to start getting harassed by people. You know what they're like once they start writing it, they never stop. Then you feel obliged. Then you've built a weird relationship up with them, but you can't, they think it's more than it is. And then
they could be the groupies. They could carry the tambourines for us.
What would we call them? The
groupies.
No, what's her name has got... Oh, I think my dog's locked outside. What's her name has got Little Monsters? My dog's locked outside. Talk. Oh, well, let's finish it off. So it gives it 4, which is shit.
Talk while I go and let my dog in. Is that what you were saying? You talk while I let my dog in.
No, well, she's a puppy and she's locked outside. I've got to go. It's more important.
Let's end it.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a good one. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
See you.